What's going on, guys? HaVoC back with another video, and today we're going to be discussing 10 Clash Royale logics that make no sense. We all love Clash Royale, it's fun to play, great PvP, and it's also full of weird moments that we can't really explain. Now please keep in mind this video may contain things that you may not agree with, but after all we're all here to kill some time, so I do apologize if anything. Also, if you guys want to go ahead and enter my giveaway, all you have to do is like and comment in this video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1. Have you ever noticed how the tornado doesn't affect anything but troops? I'm pretty sure if a tornado passed through my house, I'd probably be on some Wizard of Oz shit. House doing 360s and a toilet full of diarrhea swirling everywhere. Well, that's if the house is in one piece at this point. The card picture looks pretty reasonable though, but in the game, troops just struggle to walk as if it's just another windy day. Like, no, it's a tornado, guys. I'd be grabbing onto a street light, pissing my pants, and that's if the pants are still on my legs. Number 2, the miner. I question myself every day on how the miner can dig through the hardwood floor in Builder's Workshop like it's butter. If I were to do that, I would need a ton of tools, and then I would need Bob the Builder to come over and help me lift every plank up one by one. Oh, and then we need to dig through the dirt, which takes forever. Which leads me to ask another question: how does he dig faster than he can even walk? Like, what does he do under there? Is there like cheat tunnels I don't know of, or is there a secret? I don't know. Number 3, the Goblin Barrels goblins can survive a throw across the arena, and then they start attacking like nothing just happened. And if that wasn't enough, they can take arrows to the face and still be attacking. Anyways, in the game the towers look fairly close, like you can just walk there, but in the commercials, it looks like a freaking football stadium. If you were to launch me in a wooden barrel, I would either accidentally fly out of it and die, or I'll make the landing, but not in a condition to get up and start attacking the tower next to me. I would most likely pretend I'm dead just so the tower next to me doesn't hit me. Number 4, the Executioner is able to throw an axe like it's a boomerang. Based on my gravitational calculations and Isaac Newton's 69th law that I made up, the axe would never come back. And if it did, it'd probably hit my face, or I'd be on the grass laying down because there's no way in hell I'm going to try and catch that. The Executioner must have some mad skills, or maybe he's illegally injecting that stuff. I don't know if I should say it or not, but rage spell. I heard that the lumberjack uses it. Anyways, perhaps he's trying to impress the Valkyrie. I mean, that's if they haven't already played with each other's axes. You know what I mean? Number 5, troops somehow reload whatever they were throwing or shooting. The Royal Giant magically has infinite cannonballs coming from somewhere in his tight skirt, and the bowler can apparently walk with tons of boulders in his pocket. Man, there sure is tons of explaining to do here. Also, I should probably mention, how the hell does the cannonball shrink when the Royal Giant hits the tower? It's almost the size of his head when he's carrying it, but by the time he gets to the tower, it looks like he's shooting pebbles. Number 6, how is it that the guards can withstand a rocket or a fireball hit? I mean, sure, they have a shield to protect them, but if I was carrying a shield, that wouldn't be enough to protect me from a missile. Hell, even a bullet would shoot through my shield and hit me. Anyway, speaking of surviving a nuke, this reminds me of that commercial where the landscaper gets hit by a rocket, but just replace the landscaper with 3 skeletons with tiny shields, and imagine them crawling up that hole like nothing just occurred. Like, hey guys, you all good? Yeah, I just got a little dust on my face, that's all. Like, what? And then 2 seconds later, they get destroyed by a tower shooting arrows. Arrows! Not a rocket, not a fireball, arrows. Number 7, someone explain to me how the balloon can take a bunch of arrows and barely be damaged. In the Clash of Clans commercial, all it took was 1 arrow from an archer, but in Clash Royale, even if you threw a fireball, arrows, and a zap all at the same time, it would still be perfectly fine. I know it's not a rubber balloon where it pops with a needle, but I'm pretty sure if that many arrows were thrown at me, I would be trying to land it immediately if I'm not already somewhere stranded. Number 8. You know the skeleton on the bomb tower? For some reason, he can't target air. We all thought the bomb tower was the Clash Royale version of the Wizard Tower from Clash of Clans, except that this one sits there watching a baby dragon literally destroy it and do nothing. I mean, if I was on a tower that high and I could see everything from above, I would also try and defend the sky. But hey, maybe it's just too hard to do it, you know, you never know. All jokes aside, it's a good thing we don't have the Wizard Tower because, to be honest here, who would use skeletons, minions, barbs, and small troops in the game? Like, really, like, no one would use them. Number 9, the log, basically a tree trunk with spikes, does more damage than a zap, which is a huge lightning bolt coming from the sky. Okay, they both have their own advantages and disadvantages in the game, but if we were to put all that to the side, The logic on this one makes no sense. If I were to make my own log with spikes and roll it down to my house, it would probably just scratch it a bit or make a dent, I don't know, something minor. Even if the log was on fire, nothing serious would happen. It would just like bounce off the wall and probably the grass would lit on fire, I don't know. But on the other hand, if a lightning bolt hit my house, it would probably burst into flames or explode depending on where it hit. Okay, sure, the towers are made of concrete or stone, but based on my research, it doesn't matter. Lightning can also damage hard surfaces, so I'm pretty sure one of these towers would not be safe. Oh, and by the way, don't get me started with a rocket hitting a tower. I don't know what that tower is made of. And finally, on to number 10, we have the upgrading system. You ever just save up your gold for a few weeks and upgrade your log and then see no visual change? Or for some reason your giant looks the same as it did last year after 5 levels? Okay, hold up Supercell, we need to talk. Apparently this is an outruled idea. In other words, this won't be in the game. Ever. Look, Supercell or whoever is running this thing, Yoka Pennon and yes you, I need my favorite card, the Royal Giant, to at least have a different color skirt. Or maybe give the Hog Rider the Beast Hulk he always wanted to buy. We spend days or weeks saving up gold or spending our paychecks on gems to upgrade our troops and they never seem to change except for these stats. But hey, Clash Royale was still a fun game after all these weird things in the game. I have to admit some of these would be pretty funny if they were put to the test in the real life world, and I guess that's how games are meant to be. Also guys, I was not ranting at Supercell, I really love their game, but sometimes things need to get added in the game. So guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I want to thank you for sticking around, and if you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot and it means a ton, so yeah. So peace out YouTube, see you on the next one. Peace!